You're watching the new mindset of the Coachella Valley. Hey, friends of the Coachella Valley, Jose here from the new mindset. Well, today we're here at Pack House at Aziz Farms, well known for Coachella and other events culturally here to the valley. Located in Thermal, California, this place has a beautiful site and there's no way we would have missed it. In this episode, we're going to interview Eileen Diaz from Cameo Palms. Located in Old Town La Quinta, Cameo Palms is a place where you can better yourself inside and out. Join me as we listen to the story and see what it's all about. Guys, we're so excited to be at this episode today. I can't wait to interview this person, Eileen Diaz, owner of Cameo Palms. Eileen, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
So let me get started. Where do you come from? Are you local to the valley or are you from another place and you landed here? What's your story? Tell us about it.
I'm a local girl. I grew up in La Quinta everything, La Quinta High School. Yeah, and so I've always been part of the community here.
Have you always been in the Old Town La Quinta area?
Yes, I've always been in the village, right at that same spot. Initially, I was hoping to move in 2019 or 2020 to a bigger place and maybe expand, but that didn't end up happening.
Did you ever leave the valley and come back? A lot of people do that here in the valley.
I did leave. I went to San Diego for about a year, but
Okay.
I ended up just coming back here.
Oh, what'd you study in San Diego?
So right after school, I went to massage school.
Okay.
And so that was right after. So I went to Desert Resort School of Somatherapy. They're now known as Somatherapy Institute.
Oh, okay.
And the dream was architecture, but
Whoa, where'd that come from? What's the dream? Tell me about the dream. Where did the dream come from?
well, I had always wanted to do architecture. When I was a kid, my dad would buy some land and then he would like have all these plans, and I found them really fun to just kind of go through and help him choose the plan for the new house. And so I enjoyed doing that little part. They were
Oh,
books
okay.
of house plans.
So walk me through it, because I don't know too much about it. How does it work getting those plans together? Like, what is the process?
Oh, well, when I was a kid, we had just the basic plans, right? So it was books of you could look at all these plans and pick the one that you wanted, and then the entire set would come. And
Oh,
so, yeah, so I would be,
so like a maquette, kind of. It sounds like.
yeah, yeah.
When did you discover that? At what point in your past did you find that?
So, like I said, in high school, because massage was a dream and I knew I was going to be going to school for a long time, I wanted something that I was going to be able to do, uh, kind of like make a lot of money in a short period of time
Okay.
and kind of have my own schedule so that I could do it while I was in school. I didn't end up going to school right after. I ended up working massage for about 5 or 6 years before I
Oh,
went
wow.
back to school.
Were you working at a specific place or was it just you on your own?
Initially, I was working at a few different spots, just
Oh,
different spas around the valley and some in the San Diego area. I did end up landing at a little spa in Palm Desert for a few
okay.
years.
Okay.
And that's when I started studying. I did a lot of independent study because
Uh-huh.
as I was working a lot of hours, I was finding similar problems and in figuring out those solutions to those problems, I just really enjoyed learning a lot more about the
That's
craft
amazing.
itself. But then eventually I did go back to school for architecture. So
Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, so you did a little bit of here, a little bit of that.
right.
Eventually you land in your business. How long ago have you had your business for?
I already had my DBA since 2015 because when you work in an industry like this, you always have people that like, no, you can never leave. So I started in the village in La Quinta. I had my ribbon cutting, I believe in 2019. I
Oh,
know it
wow.
came out.
So you've been doing this so through the pandemic too?
I had to shut down through the pandemic.
Of course.
So I was closed for about a year and a half, and then in 2021 it was open. We're open, but we're not. But like I said, I've had a lot of people that I've had to support, people with chronic illnesses, and so as long as we were all being safe, obviously. And then in 2022, I opened back up again, and I started doing a lot more specializing in the medical massage aspect. So,
Okay.
that's who I serve. People that have like the nerve issues or frozen shoulders. Also a lot of athletes. So a lot of MMA, boxing, jujitsu.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, golfers. I've helped improve golf swings. I've helped improve cyclists, triathletes' time.
Did you have a type of, I know you had formal training, But who guided you through the process? Do you have somebody that in your life helped you guide through that process of having your business, owning it, running it?
As far as the business aspect, a big help has always been I was in BNI right away when I started my
And
business.
what is BNI?
So BNI, it's Business Networking International.
Okay.
It's a group of people that when they come together in a chapter, they help each other with their referral partnerships.
Oh, okay.
So I got into a core group right away, and so that was a little bit different because it wasn't an established chapter.
You really, well, you put your boots to the ground and you
Yep.
went out there. You joined the group. Where was that group established?
So we established originally we were a La Quinta group, a core group,
Okay.
and then we ended up establishing in North Indio. And then through the pandemic, everybody went online, and two groups, the Palm Springs and that North Indio one, ended up creating this BNI Synergy Partners.
How many members?
We're
Do you know?
we're 20 members right now.
Wow, that's pretty.
Yeah.
20 businesses
20 businesses.
that all come together, the
We meet
referrals for each other.
once a week. Honestly, when I first started, BNI was about 40 to 50% of my new business right when I started.
Okay.
So it really helped me get going when, it was the summer of 2018. And so, people were leaving the valley as far as, the snowbirds. So it was a lot of help back then.
As far as how the years have been treating you from when you started to today, when do you see the most people? When is it that you're the busiest? How do you gauge that?
Well, massage has always kind of been this very seasonal. There's a lot of people that come around November, and then in May, they drop off. Like you could be working 4 or 5 people a day, and then it drops to 1 or 2 a day, if not 3 or 4 a week.
Okay.
The drop used to be really, really definite like that.
Uh-huh.
Now, not so much. A lot of people are now living year round. So, and then the other organization that's really helped has been the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber of Commerce.
You also joined the La Quinta Chamber of Commerce.
So the La Quinta Chamber of Commerce is within the Greater Coachella Valley Chamber.
Oh,
So the Greater
okay.
Coachella Valley Chamber is regional, and then they have separate city chambers. So
very cool.
yes, I am on the board for the La Quinta Chamber. I've been on the board for about 3 years now.
Wow.
So really enjoyed that too, because we get to plan special things for the community, special events, and we get to have a close relationship with the city itself. What was interesting about 2020 was it gave me space to learn something that's called body mind coaching. So that's taking the physical manifestations of the problems, the issues that we have.
Right.
And initially it was supposed to be so that we could do Zoom sessions, right? So
Okay.
it's not going to be the same as hands-on, but it was a way to help people through the emotions of the time.
Eileen, what was your first job ever?
I worked at Vaughn's in La Quinta.
Oh,
I was a courtesy clerk.
okay.
Yes. And
How old were you?
I was 17. It was the summer after I graduated.
Okay.
And that was a lot of fun because my version of traveling was, going to like Northern California or like
Oh,
San
sure,
Diego,
sure.
right? It was
Like you're traveling?
right, traveling. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yeah. So it was nice because I had been to a couple places already for my graduation. I got a couple trips as gifts because I've always loved travel. And
Okay.
so I would be talking to there were a lot of like older ladies that needed help with their bags to the car kind of thing. And we would just have these conversations of, oh, where are you from? And they would tell me where they were from.
Right.
And I was like, oh yeah, oh, that's really nice. And I just,
Introspect.
yeah,
So Vaughn's allowed you to open up a little more.
right. And
Okay.
be personable and be of service. And that was really fun. It was a good learning
It
experience.
feels like those type of jobs. I don't know if I've ever told the world this, but I used to work at Albertsons myself, and I was the front desk person. I totally understand what you mean when you say that. As you greet customers and talk to them, you kind of learn things about each one. So what was the key thing you learned from that job besides you opening up a little more? What would you say is the other key thing you learned from that helped you move on to the next one and so on and so forth?
The foundation was being able to talk to people um in just really open ways. So
Okay.
yeah.
That's really great. I really appreciate that part of the conversation. So to wrap it up, you grew up in La Quinta. You're here from the Valley. you not only live and breathe here, you also have your business here locally. You've been doing it for quite some time. The
About 20 years now as
20 years.
Mhm.
Oh my
as
God.
a massage therapist.
Wow, that's
I mean, if you don't count the 5 years that I was doing massage, but like I said, I still had my little closet.
and you've been doing it for quite some time.
Right,
I mean,
right.
what's beautiful about that is you've been able to manage your own place, taking that advantage of your wanting to help people. And you learned it from not just your first job, but your continuing work. It sounds like you're just a person that's out here in the community giving back today. What else would you say in the past helped you to become the person you are today?
I've had a lot of teachers and I've had a lot of opportunities. One of the biggest things that I would say is travel
Okay.
because having traveled all over the world now, you understand how special the valley is. And when people ask me, you could go anywhere. Um, yes, but it's not just because I grew up here. It's really because there's nowhere else I would want to live,
If
to be.
Yes.
I travel everywhere,
Yes,
but
yes,
yeah,
yes. What was your first travel spot
my first travel spot, uh, in the
in the world?
in the world. I mean, we used to do the family trips, right? The
Okay.
campaign. So it was when I was a kid. It was like Grand Canyon, right? And it was camping Kern Valley, Bishop, Mammoth, all those really nice picturesque California, Arizona, Nevada places. Um, my first international, I was gifted a trip. It was a cruise trip
Okay.
in 2005.
Someone
Uh,
gifted you a cruise ship.
yes, my parents,
Course.
they gifted me a cruise
Yes, of
ship.
course.
And so we went from Orlando, we went to Cozumel. But
Okay.
we were on the water when
Okay.
Katrina was on the water in the
Oh,
Gulf.
wow.
So when
Oh,
we left, New Orleans was fine. When we got back, New Orleans was gone. So
oh,
that was a
goodness.
really
Yeah, must have been.
intense
Oh my.
trip because yeah, that it was a little bit of an impact.
Okay.
Yeah. So my first couple countries, Mexico, I don't know if that counts, but Belize was on that trip.
Oh,
So
cool.
I really enjoyed Belize. It was very beautiful. Tropical was different for me back then. So
Wow. I want to hear about what's going on today. Could you let me know? Tell me about your business. What is it about? How do we come to you? Tell me about that.
So my business is Cameo Palms. I do medical grade massage and body mind coaching. That's the surface level. That's what people come to me for. It's what I'm known for. So medical grade massage, like I said before, it focuses on uh, making sure that your needs, the body's pain needs, is being addressed. And so every body is different
Okay.
and every session can be different. So it's more like a puzzle. So that's why it's so much more interesting for me. Um Body mind coaching I still do because I've seen a lot of good from it. And
Okay.
so there's various topics that we go over, but the basics of it is helping people recognize when they're having a feeling, the physical aspect of it,
Right.
so that they
Right.
can kind of make a better decision
Right.
or choose differently in
And
their
then you
life.
mentioned that you've been helping people that do sports across the valley, I'm assuming, and
Yeah.
beyond.
Yeah, yeah. So that's part of the medical grade massage. The body mind coaching aspect is it comes from also doing emotional release therapy.
Okay.
So that's for people with grief, post traumatic stress. Uh, that's the physical, like I said, the physical
Yeah.
part
Yeah.
of emotions. It's helped a lot of people that have been doing cognitive therapy, and it just helps get past a few things.
That's very
So
cool.
yeah,
And you have gift certificates available for people to shop with you, not just in person or online, but for someone else.
yes. So, on my link, easy scheduling links, there are gift certificates. You just have to push the button to go down. Yeah.
Oh.
And I have gift certificates for they go by time. So it's 1 hour, 90 minutes, 2 hours. I do up to 4 hours at one time. So if you need to give the gift to someone that has a lot of
Right.
pain,
Yeah.
the most that I do is 4 hours.
And just out of curiosity, what's the youngest and the eldest that you work on?
So youngest I do is about 16.
Okay.
I have done younger, but that's with parents
Of course.
coming in
Of
for a
course.
very specific issue, doctor's note, all that. And then the oldest is I think 94 was my
Whoa.
oldest.
Wow. Okay. I was not expecting that.
Yeah.
Well, service in the community here in the Valley is so important, especially when it comes to something like that. And it's really good to know that what you're doing is helping others. Um, would you, I know you also do a lot of other stuff with the chamber. Is there anything we can know that you can share with us on things happening with you?
Things happening with me. I do work with a lot of nonprofit organizations. When nonprofit organizations have like their galas, I sometimes donate either my time being at the events, the fundraising events, or with gift baskets. So when you go to those fundraising events, so just be on the lookout
Right.
for a gift basket.
Okay.
So yeah.
Be on the lookout for those gift baskets from Cameo Palms. We talked about your past and your present. Tell me about your future. Where's this all headed? Where are you going? Where's the next year, 5 years, 10 years going? Where do you see yourself?
Well, I really enjoy what I do. I will be doing massage, but I'm moving a lot more towards doing the coaching, which would include doing retreats. So, doing retreats around the world. I just got back from Tunisia, and so
Oh, very cool.
possibly in a couple of years, take people out there. Um, and then other places like Machu Picchu or just big sites that anybody would like to go.
Yeah,
I would love to
very cool.
plan with people with they say, oh, we have a group that wants to go somewhere. And make those arrangements. Otherwise, do retreats here locally. Do more workshops and events. I have some that I do on a regular basis. One of my most popular ones is Dreamline. So, that's putting your dreams on a timeline.
I've
That
heard of that. That's pretty
yeah, so there's a lot of really great events that I want to put out for people, and support people in that way.
okay.
Yeah.
What would be the best way to find out about you doing these events? Is there a website? Is there your social media?
So my social media is the best place. I post regularly to Instagram.
Okay.
So my Instagram is Cameo Palms,
Can you spell that for us?
CameoPalms, Cameo Palms.
There you go. And Cameo Palms, don't forget, guys, you can also find it on it's on all social media, right?
All social media,
Facebook, Instagram,
Facebook,
whatnot.
Instagram.
Where you recently posted about the services that you've provided.
Correct.
And in those services, is that something you do year round?
Yes, so I do them year round.
Okay.
Unless I'm out of the country.
There you go, guys. Make sure you catch that before that happens. So,
What-
Eileen, thank you so much for sharing about your history, what you're doing today, and what you're looking forward to. So, I had just mentioned the pearls of wisdom, some type of advice that you can give our listeners, our viewers, to let them know how they can be successful in the way that you are. What could you share with us?
The one thing that impacted me the most was recognizing choices that I have. So, one thing that I would say to anyone is figure out what would make you happy.
Oh,
Now, I know a lot of people, or, I can't change my life. I can't, well, but you can make little tweaks. And as I started following those little tweaks of joy, I ended up making my life what I want it to be.
very
And so, I my hope is that people understand the choices that they have and that they could choose to be happy. So following that joy, um, it sounds selfish in the beginning, but once you're fulfilled, you realize that giving is also part of that
wow.
joy. So
Wow.
I feel like if a lot more people decided to follow that joy, we would all be in a
Wow.
better
Well,
society.
Elizabeth, we want to say thank you, Eileen, for visiting us today. And
Thank
we're really, really happy to have you today. Thank you for all the work that you're doing. And guys, don't forget to check out Cameo Palms. Don't forget to check out all those social media sites. Make sure you're checking out our website, theNewMindsetOTCV.net. You can find out more information on everything our guest related. If you want to get your commercial with us, don't forget to check in. Brandon Schutz, who is our producer, is available for you guys at the whims of a call or an email. Again, I want to say thank you to some of our sponsors, including Buzzbox, Pack House, and everyone else connected to this project. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Brandon, that was a great episode, man.
And you know what, Jose? It is just the beginning.
Yeah, it's gonna be a great season.
Aziz Farms is beautiful.
Remember when we first got there?
Yeah, it was
It was a cold, cold morning.
It was cold. There was a marine layer.
Right
It
on the
looked like something out
lake.
of a movie.
It was really good.
I thought the boat was pretty cool too.
The boat was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Remember that bit I wanted to do?
Where you were
I wanted
in the
to
boat,
roll in the boat
on the
on
lake.
the lake
Yeah,
and
yeah,
be
yeah.
like, this is the new mindset. Yeah, dude, I can't believe the owner of Aziz Farms showed up. That's crazy.
Right? Yeah, I didn't know who owned the farm, but you know, hearing his story, hearing like how he came up with the idea.
Do you remember when we got to Lee Espinosa? I just know we were shooting the episode
Mm-hmm.
and I see Lee get up and say, hey, I'll show you how to box.
Yeah, that
You
was pretty
remember
cool.
he literally pulled out some gloves and said, let's go.
And you were telling me you have no idea who's even training you right now. And you had to catch him up to speed about who this man really is. Yeah.
Yes.
I was like, oh, okay, cool. You know, I'll throw on some gloves real quick. You know, I've done this before at EOS. You know, EOS has a little
Yeah.
boxing thing.
Yeah.
It
Oh
was
my
pretty cool.
goodness.
You know, Lee's a great guy. He's awesome. Everyone who came and visited him during those interviews said nothing but amazing things about him.
Dude, right after that, Brooke Sivrian showed up.
Yeah.
World champion. Who would have thought we'd be having an interview with somebody like that?
I know.
Did you carry that belt?
You know, I didn't get to. I wasn't privileged enough to carry the belt or even touch it. But maybe in her part too. Yeah. And you know, I like that we're doing each set in a different location. That's kind of relevant to the person that we're interviewing.
And it makes sense why we do it that way. I mean, think about people that have never gone to that gym.
Yeah.
They've probably seen it for the first time.
So I was seeing it for the first time going to
Right.
that gym. And now I want to go back. Now I want to take my son back because it's a family gym. They have a weight area. They have the boxing area.
And it's free.
It's free,
You could just
which
show
is one
up.
of the most important parts because, you know,
course.
everything costs money nowadays, but you can go get in
Absolutely.
the best shape of your life for free.
We should go back to the gym. Is what it is.
You know, you've been telling me, so let's go back to Lee
Let's go back
Espinosa's
to Lee
gym.
Espinosa.
I know, and I haven't gone yet, but we will.
You know, the story that got to me the most had to have been Voices for Children.
Yes.
Jessica was really knowledgeable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I never seen you so focused in an episode.
You know, that episode, hearing her story, it's hearing their mission. It's just, it really opens your eyes to what people are, different people's passions.
Yeah.
You know, you could tell that she's super passionate about what she does, helping the kids, making these programs available. And it just sucks you in when you're hearing these people speak about it because they love it so much. It's what they do. It's what they
I don't know how many times I've told people that the Red Barn in Palm Desert has an upstairs. Nobody believes me.
I wouldn't have believed
You were there.
I was there.
You were in the upstairs.
Yes. You know, you have no idea that the upstairs does even exist. I didn't know there was a second floor to the Red Barn. And I'm like, wow.
Wow.
Like there's artwork everywhere. The walls are different patterns. It's like a piece of art.
Oh, it's beautiful. Everything
They
about
got
that
a
room.
bar. They have so much color. They had posters of cars, which I love cars. So I couldn't complain about that one.
I'm really looking forward to working with a Ramona Bowl and shooting some episodes there. I mean, you haven't been there yet.
Yeah, I'm excited for, you know, the interview that's coming up. I don't know if we could say too much about that one.
Right. We keep some things on the wraps.
Right. But, you know, I'm excited for that big interview coming as well as all the other
projects.
Yeah.
We have so many plans. You know, I'm really looking forward to all the holiday things. I mean, think about maybe for Halloween, we go to a place that has an amusement park or something that they have those big mazes. I mean,
well, all they got to do is reach out to the show.
Right. And we can set up interviews or however we go about it.
Yeah.
I haven't told you about something to look towards.
Oh boy, you're withholding
I've been withholding information. I got to tell you about this. You know that this year is the 100th celebration of Route 66?
Really?
100 years. And the entry point into California of Route 66 is the city of Needles.
No way.
I recently talked to the city of Needles, and I thought, hey, you know, it'd be cool if we cover the centennial. They're going to have big celebrations, and, you know, you never know. The opportunity's out there, and I'm ready for it.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Brandon, if you could interview anybody in the Valley, who would you interview?
You know, well, being from the Valley, I love the Valley. I grew up here. I was born here. So I would love to hear more about the history of the Valley. Interviewing someone who has seen it change and grow over the years. People who have been here since the 40s, the 50s, 60s. Because all this wasn't here until recently. All this Old Town La Quinta stuff was
Ah.
recently built. So I would love to hear people who have really seen it grow over the years. I'm a history guy, so I love history. What about you?
You know, if I could get a chance, and maybe we can find a way to one of these music festivals and interview every celebrity that comes to the city. You know, so many people come and visit and they have so much to say, but maybe we just don't capture those moments. I'd love to hear what they think of the valley. But yeah, man, that's what I'm looking towards. I hope we can make it all happen.
I know we will.
All right.
Cheers to a good season, man.
Cheers. We need refills.
Yeah, we do. Let's go
Let's
get
do
it.
it.